So during the trip, there's something at these Tony Robbins events where they spin a wheel, and I'll put a little video of it. But I won a spot pass. So here we go.
All right, turn up the energy, spin that wheel. Let's go, Darcy. I'm so pumped right now. Come on, Bob.
Go, Bob. Go, Bob. Go, Bob.
What is that? Is that a pool? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Amazing. Definitely gonna bring this back in here. Waterfall massage. Oh my gosh. A plunge pool. Got a plunge pool right here. Sauna. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right. This is Tom, book extraordinaire. How you doing? This is friend Corey over here. We just got done doing sauna, and they kind of kicked my butt on sauna, but I'm about to kick their butt in the pool plunge. So let's see how long they last right here. Well, he's gonna do it the way he wants to do it. 1, 2.
Well, come join me, boys.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So I have a clock right here.
The first minute that hurts.
So I want to do a quick vlog about the Wim Hof Experience. You mind holding?
What do you call it?
The Wim Hof Iceman.
Okay.
Let's hear it. So this all started by being introduced with, to Wim Hof, who, if you don't know, is
The Iceman.
the Iceman. He's famous for running across the Arctic in nothing but ice. I mean, nothing but shorts and shoes. And the scientists have actually tested his body and injected him with disease. And his body he was able to control his autonomic nervous system. I don't know the exact word, but
His immune system.
His immune system to combat against that. And people thought, oh, he's just a freak, right? But he thinks that he can actually teach people. And he started teaching people and started people having results. And when I was introduced to it, I realized, oh my gosh, I want that superpower. That superpower sounds amazing. So I signed up for his online course. It's, I think, less than $500. It's 10 weeks and involves daily breathing, stretching, some push-ups while you're holding your breath, and then cold showers, and then you increase the intensity. So it goes from 1 minute cold showers, then the second week is 2 minute cold showers, then it's 4 minute, then it's 5 minute, then it's holding your breath 1 minute, in the actual pool. And you build that tolerance. And why I wanted to create this vlog is this skill actually saved my trip. This one time I went to Mexico City. So this one time my wife and I went to Mexico City and climbed one of the volcanoes that was recommended on TripAdvisor, and I had no idea how big this volcano was. And I showed up in nothing but shorts, a t-shirt, and a windbreaker. And through the climb, as we kept going to the summit, I was like, oh my gosh, it's getting colder and colder. And I started seeing snow. But the beauty of it was, doing this program, I was able to withstand the cold. And that's one time it saved my life. The second time that it helped in my health was when I got Lyme disease. So right here you see is my pacemaker. I got something called Lyme Carditis, which is I got a tick bite in a trip in New York on a farm 2 hours north of New York City. And I didn't even know it at the time, and the symptoms started showing up, and I thought they were back pains. I just did chiropractic to work on my back. Long story short, I collapsed at the doctor's office. Wow. Passing out. And what was happening was Lyme Carditis is the version of Lyme where the bacteria blocks the brain connection from the brain to the heart and stops. It's called heart block. It just starts stopping it.
Jeez.
And so that's how I got my pacemaker. Wow. But one of the things that Wim did is he invited a bunch of Lyme patients. So the good news is, on the Lyme side, I got it diagnosed pretty early. Right, it was only about 2 months after the bite that it got diagnosed.
Thank God.
Thank goodness. It did bring my heart rate down from 55 beats per minute, resting, to 20 at one point. Like in the ER, I know in the ER and then ICU, there were moments in the hospital bed where it would stop 16 seconds between beats, which is crazy. 16 seconds between beats, right? In that process of healing, I got back into my Wim Hof breathing and ice plunges, because what he did is he invited 20 to 30 Lyme patients to do the Wim Hof program with him live and documented the whole process, and they all showed increased symptoms, improvement in their symptoms. So that's the second time this training has helped me personally in my health. And right now you're witnessing a little bit of a competition. So right now,
you already won.
we're at 4 minutes and 30 seconds ish, and
wow, that's good.
And
okay, I'll get to 5
right now, right? Well, you actually came in first, so you're actually already at 5.
Oh, then I'm out of here.
and you know, at the peak of the Wim Hof training,
I'm making room for you.
When you kind of hit that potential, you're at 10 minutes of ice plunge, and this is legit. This is 18 degrees. Just show them 18 degrees. 18 degrees full plunge. So what I do now is I'll hold my breath for a minute as well. But so far, feeling really good. And I still have 5 more minutes. But how are you feeling, huh? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like a very cold cameraman. I jumped in here for 1 minute and you handed me the camera, and I've been in here for 5 minutes. So I need to get out because I didn't have the training.
That's also what I wanted to kind of guess was we all kind of jumped in at the same time.
Yeah.
How long? Because these guys outdid me in the sauna. So how long can you last, Tom?
I have no idea. I actually don't want to verse you because you're a master at this.
I'm going fine over here.
So Tom, given that we're on the subject of superhero skills and health, so Tom, by the way, I'm gonna get you in the video with you. Tom, by the way, is awesome at book recommendations. Apparently, you have a library. Massive library, and you give about 1,000 books a year. Is that true?
Yes.
Wow. And in his community, he's known as the book guy. So, with that being said, what are some recommendations on the topic of superhuman strength?
Superhuman strength?
Well, I mean, with added skills that you can learn from books, or around physical improvement or health. Any recommendations?
Well, it's interesting. I love all of Wayne Dyer's stuff. Now you might say, well, that doesn't have anything to do with health.
Okay.
But it does, because I feel like he puts you in a meditative state that is good. I like, who else is good on health? I'm kind of freezing up here on health, because I do more life improvement stuff that's actually about
Psychology?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, if you would want to learn more about that, what are your top 3 recommended go-to starter books?
Well, if you want to start life improvement, I would start with the classics.
What are the classics?
Think and Grow Rich.
Ooh, Napoleon Hill.
Yeah. Yep. How to Win Friends and Influence People. I know these sound very dorky. They're very old.
But they're really good. How to Win Friends and Influence People is really, really a solid book.
And then one of the most great book is called A Whole New Mind by Daniel Pink.
Okay.
And that's an amazing book. And actually these books give you energy. So even when you learn something about your mind, that can generate a lot of energy in your body.
Okay. Awesome. What are the, after those 2, any other classics? I mean, we're gonna be here for 10 minutes. I know I'm gonna hold on here 10 minutes, so let's keep the conversation
We're being
going.
here for 10 minutes? Okay, so I told you a great book about prioritization is Essentialism by Greg McEwen. Great book, highly recommend it. There's a book by Seth Godin called It's Your Turn.
Okay.
And at the bottom it says it's always your turn. So that's a great book. There's a book called Obstacles the Way by Ryan Holiday. That's an amazing book.
Oh, I love Ryan Holiday.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice guy too. Then there's
You met him?
I'm having him come in and speak at an event we're doing, in a couple months.
Oh, no way.
You're invited.
Oh,
If you want to come to Minneapolis. And then, what are some other great books? I mean, I love the book The Art of Possibility by Benjamin Zander.
See, I love this because these are a lot of books that I've never heard of.
It's fantastic.
How do you find these books?
You know, usually I read something and then it recommends something within something. And I bought a lot of books on Amazon, so I get constant recommendations. I go search constantly on topics.
Yeah.
You know, but reading is a great, it's like entering a forest that never ends. There's just pathways all over, and you can find anything you want if you look for it. I try to read books that are reviewed, that have higher reviews.
Okay. Makes sense.
And I only recommend books I like. So I've read a lot of books that I don't recommend.
Yep.
You can't get a winner every time. So that's really it.
So how are you feeling? You just hit, in 15 seconds, you just hit the 10-minute mark.
I was only planning to be in here to jump in and jump out. So this is cold.
But I'm proud of you.
Well, yeah. I'm from Minnesota, so that helps.
You want to do one more challenge? So in the Wim Hof, you have to hold your breath for 1 minute in this kind of cold water.
Underwater?
No, just hold it. Or you can do it underwater. You know what? We should do it underwater.
No. I can't do it underwater. I'm struggling.
All right, how about this? When it hits the 50-second, I'm going to hold my breath and go underwater.
Okay.
And then I come up. Ready? Okay. I don't think I could do it. Did you do it? I didn't do it. Fuck. I don't. I'm dead lightheaded. Alright, challenge. We'll keep this phone. I think what happened was I didn't do my breathing beforehand, so I didn't oxidate my body. Boy, that could have been dangerous. Alright, anyways. Woo! Time to go to the jacuzzi. Hope you enjoyed this post. This is the spa here in New Mali. Look at this view.